It's time for Gardening Inside Out, a live show offering you plant advice for any space in your life. Introducing your perennial hosts, David Bates and Josh Carey.
Hey, and welcome in, everybody. It's Saturday morning.
It is.
The Gator Hater edition of the Gardening Inside Out program.
Well, we don't have to hate them, but we do wish them to lose today.
We do. We need to dislike them strongly.
I think that's okay because it's a foregone conclusion that they feel that way of the volunteer nation.
Well, and it's a genetic flaw that some of the team in orange has to winning inside the swamp.
It's a tough spot.
But it's going to be a pretty day.
It's going to be a pretty day there. I'm not looking at that weather. Right. What I'm looking at is the weather here. And you know what? It's going to be pretty dry.
Yeah. Compared
to the last couple of days. Today is Saturday, the 22nd of November. How did it get that far along?
I don't know.
64 degrees, so very comfortable temperatures today, but cloudy conditions. Did see a little sky early little clearness early this morning, but you won't see that again today. Tomorrow, no mention of rain at all. So tomorrow, Sunday, 64, 41, and it's going to be a mostly sunny day. So whatever you've got planned for the Sunday activities should be a good day for it, indoors or out. Monday, it's going to be 66, 57. We're back to cloudy conditions again. We'll have rainfall chances increasing late in the day. So I think that's probably going to be in the overnight hours. And that carries over into Tuesday morning. We'll still have some showers, 65, 45. But you notice, very mild trend today through Tuesday. And then it begins to cool off, which is what happens in late November. On the 26th on Wednesday, 49 for the high, 30 for the overnight low. It will be mostly sunny, however, as it will for the remainder of the days ahead. 47-26 on Thanksgiving, 47-28 on the day after Thanksgiving. And I guess that's the official start of does Black Friday start in October now? I mean, I
thought it was in June.
Yes. Well, anyway.
Okay.
So we have a very seasonable forecast out for us. Let's go out and check the radar, and the radar says it's pretty much what the forecast said. It's mostly off to the east. We've those showers that have been through here the last couple of days have moved off. We don't have anything imminent. A few days out on that. If we look at the 6 to 10 day precip outlook here in the Middle Tennessee area, it's going to be just slightly above normal, near normal everywhere else except for in the out in the Midwest where there's going to be some above average rainfall for the period. And we will
a little moist in Las Vegas too, because they're trying to run an auto race there, I think. So.
Yep. Okay. Well, that may be dicey. We've had 1/1800 of an inch of rain, and thank you to Tyler for his work on the weather station this week. Yes. And I'll take an honorable mention in there. I worked on it quite a lot too. It was a difficult, and it's still
frustrating.
It's still giving some challenges. Although it doesn't show on here, it is 56 degrees. That's one of the ongoing challenges. For whatever reason, it's not giving us the outdoor temperature so bit, but these the temperatures inside the other structures are indicative of where the temperatures is. It's 57, 58 degrees in Caroline's area in the tropical greenhouse. It's about 56 outside, so, pretty mild. We've had 57.1 inches of rain for the year, so we've
unbelievable.
We're way above the average, and again, currently it's 56 degrees here in the Music City.
Yes, it is.
So, without further ado, do you have anything else that you need? As a sales,
any more adus?
As a sales professional,
I want to congratulate Tyler on his new sheen that he's got out there. It's,
Oh, thanks, y'all.
that's pure sexy, buddy.
Let's pitch it over to
I'm telling
Tyler directly
Yeah.
and talk about his new ride.
Hey, yeah, this week I got a truck.
Yes,
Got
he
a-
did.
Got a Ford Maverick, and I'm very excited. I've been thinking about them pretty much since they came out, and one came across that was a really good deal. And my previous vehicle, it was a Prius. It did really great. It took
Hard to haul a scoop of mulch in the Prius.
I
Didn't
put a
you-
trailer hitch on the back of
okay,
it, so I pulled the trailer and hauled a few loads with it.
I remember when a Ford Maverick was a very different vehicle.
Yes, I do too.
It was known as the exploding car because it had the gas tank right in the back.
That was a Pinto.
Was that the Pinto?
Oh,
That was a
okay.
Pinto. Yes.
Was it an AMC Maverick or a
No.
Ford Maverick?
It was a Ford Maverick, and
Ford
it was
Maverick.
the little coupe.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
They used
it's
to
a
put
truck
big
now,
motors
so
in
who
them
knew?
too. I mean, they
Yeah.
were screamers back in the day. So some of them.
Well, before this conversation gets completely out of hand, let's
Okay.
go over across the way here and talk to Caroline Gant. Austin Lowen, welcome in, guys. Glad to have you here this morning. As always, rounding out our cast of experts here.
Yeah.
We're
here.
And we do have
Yes, we are.
expertise in horticulture.
And ninja skills on some of them.
Yeah.
you know that?
Yeah, we have ancillary skills that perhaps venture in. I'll say
Give Austin a machete and he'll show you those ninja skills.
Well,
That happened.
We
Uh-huh,
replaced
it
the
did.
water line over at the residence next door, and I actually got machinery and some soil and filled in ruts and raked it out and put some late season grass seed on there that had like about 30% ryegrass in it. And I just checked it this morning, even though it's been 4 days now. There's no signs of germination yet, but over these next 4 days, I suspect that will occur. So it's not too late so long as you're using the right thing in there. But if you're going to try to get fescue up this time of year, good luck.
Good luck.
Yeah, it ain't happening.
No.
That's just the way that is.
Solid.
So welcome in, guys.
Good
Morning.
morning.
It's good to be here.
It's great to be here.
It's a nice morning.
It's
We've
a
been
great
doing
morning.
we've been doing some major displaying here at the nursery.
We have been.
So you got to come out and see it. I guess that's what that means, right?
we do.
You can't really see it and appreciate it unless you come out.
Unless you're physically out here looking at it. So get out here to look at our displays. And it hasn't just been just us.
No, one of our newest employees, Celia, who's a landscape specialist now, she did her very first display right at the very front of the store. She was a little nervous about it. It took her a long time to do it. She was putting
But
stuff
she
in
did
there and be
great.
like, nah, that doesn't fit, pulling it back out and redoing it and all that. She finished her display up front. It's a fantastic looking holiday display.
It is.
She did a great job. So
And
that was
Celia
fun.
is just another one of our fine landscape professionals we have here at Bates Nursery, along with Kinsey and
Dylan.
Dylan. My brain went to lock mode there for a minute. They're both great as
Yep.
well.
And Steve is great as well.
Steve is the tried and true veteran
Yes.
of the group,
Yeah.
and so we always appreciate his input. He knows just how much to put in there, information wise, and then he'll get out of the way. So so if you're looking for expertise, we have it all around, including Bridget and everyone down in the perennial area, Janet.
There's a lot of us
Morgan's
here.
out there. Yeah, we
and
can go
Morgan
on.
did display as well, and Dylan. So shout out to them too, because
Yeah,
they
they did
got
some
out
little
there
ones.
and did some displaying.
Yeah, they did. I love displaying. It's so fun.
It's the best.
And- but we do need to tell people, if you're out there looking and admiring those displays, do not let that keep you from selecting plants off
The
of
one
it.
in the
right.
back.
Yeah.
Get the one right in the back.
Right in the
Yeah,
back.
We're happy for you to take any one of them. So, don't worry about, we have other plants we can fill back in with.
Yeah.
So
I love to make a huge deal about it. Like, oh, you're going to take the plants from our display? Thanks. I'm kind of like that. But at the same time, it's flattering to know they want to take from the display. Now, do know with our displays, y'all, we put these plants in to make it look just picture perfect. Okay. So we're putting plants pot to pot right next to each other to get this color scheme we want to go with.
yeah,
and all
you
that.
never plant them that
You're
way.
not going to plant them that way. So don't look at our displays and be like, ooh, I want that exactly.
No.
It's like, well, take that exactly and then expand it
Yeah.
a lot.
And it gives you good ideas as
Yeah.
to how you might use them, but it's not going to be, it's not going to line up with how you would actually plant them.
No, definitely not. But we try to give it to, like, if you plant it properly and then you wait a few years and garden with it and do your pruning and do all the things you have to do, eventually that display can swell and then it might look very similar to like a display that we finish.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you got to plant it properly.
Exactly.
But
yeah,
you're
we shove them
seasonal.
all in.
A lot of these displays, folks, the other thing, are seasonal. So if you've got a fall or a holiday display, it's going to look like that at the fall.
Yes.
Not the spring.
Exactly.
Okay. So
Yes. And we always start every display with a theme. Like, that's just my brain. I can't not do that. Like, there has to be some sort of theme we're going with.
Yeah, and everybody's got to be looking at the set and going, what is the theme today?
I know. This is
What's
an
it
exciting
gonna be?
one. Uh-huh.
Yeah, but there are displays everywhere. Hey, Joyce is already getting in on the comments. Good morning, Joyce.
Hey, Joyce.
Joyce says, is this car talk or gardening inside out?
Joyce.
We're back around.
We
what
only
we
talked about the car
beginning.
for 2 minutes, not even.
Don't be like my brother.
Tyler's excited about his new truck, all right? We
Tyler
have to throw that in there.
Well,
It's beautiful.
If you do want to know, it is gardening related because perhaps you want to know that a Prius can haul a half a scoop of dirt.
yes.
It's important. So don't let that stop you. And also don't let it stop you from shoveling dirt inside of a hatchback. Just know we won't assist you with that.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
I have my
I would
doubts
never
as
do that
well.
into my hatchback. And I
I've
put a
seen
lot
it
in that
here
car.
at the nursery.
Oh,
It
I've
has
seen
happened.
it.
They
You should
assume
see a
all
Volkswagen
risk.
Beetle loaded with 21 bags of sackcrete.
Oh,
You
that's
should see it.
Oh,
it's going to ride
gosh.
pretty
that
low right
looks
there.
like an accident looking for
It
a
had
place
to back
have
up
it.
the hill to get out of
I was
the
going
yard.
to say, sounds like a drag.
It was.
Good one,
Wow.
Tyler.
Tyler.
Joyce
Where's
needs
your
a
sound
truck
effects?
too.
There it is.
There it is. A little
bit
bit late, but you still got to it. Well, we brought it back around to car talk by bringing up Joyce's comment.
Yeah,
so
thanks, Joyce.
there it is.
And Caroline.
Let's go ahead and get into some questions.
Let's do it.
My 1.5-year-old pile of wood chips from Chip Drop, is it okay to use as a mulch?
Did you turn it?
That's a good
It's
question.
a good question.
Maybe the chips on the outside.
Let's say no. Those drops are massive. How much is it? Like 20 yards, Tyler? I've signed
It
up
can-
for one and I haven't gotten it yet.
It can be upwards of that.
Mm-hmm.
The one that I received was probably about half that. It was like 8 or 10 yards.
Yeah.
And I would say, as a general rule, particularly if it's set that long, at least the initial part of the nitrogen fixation, and we'll just, you may be fixated on a lot of things. You just didn't know nitrogen was one of them, but that's part of the decomposition process. And what you don't want to do is put really green chips on there. And they're perfectly okay to use if you're putting
Pathways.
it down. Yeah, pathways are great.
Gorgeous for pathways.
And I'll say that's exactly what I do with my chip drop right away.
Yeah, and you can do that right away. However, in the application you're talking about, having waited a year and a half is probably prudent. Also, having turned it a time or two, if you've been able to do that, it may have been too formidable a
Right.
task for you to get out there and do that. But I think it'll probably be fine. I mean,
I don't see why not. Plus, they're just talking about using it as a mulch. I mean, so yeah, I don't really see why that'd be a problem. Seems like it's set long enough.
Yeah, that's right. If you don't know about Chip Drop, look it
I
up.
don't know about chip drop. This is a new thing for me.
So it's a thing that you can sign up for that basically arborists can get rid of their trees that they shred up. And you sign up and you can get it anywhere from like
Get
a
outta
week to a year and a half. You don't know exactly what you're going to get or when it's going to come.
or what the
but-
content of that
or what
would.
the content will be, but they'll come drop it on your driveway.
And what
you
you
can get
gotta-
up to 20 yards.
Yeah, and what you got to hope for is that they haven't been on a job where they took a bunch of cedar trees out or other
Bradford
junipers.
pears.
Well, Bradford pears will break down pretty fast, but the problem with juniperous species in particular is that they, if you've ever seen fence posts,
They don't
what-
rot.
they make them out of cedar. So if you're looking for those to break down, they're not really going to. But that doesn't mean you couldn't use them as a mulch because they're not going to break down.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll find a lot of hackberry wood.
I believe that.
Yes.
Exactly. That's what most of mine
Yeah,
was.
and it breaks down fast. It's very soft.
Yes.
And many of them when they're taken down are
Rotten anyway.
pre-composted before they hit the ground.
Air dried. as you
Yeah,
were.
pretty much. I would tell you of all trees, that's probably the one that's getting cut down the most.
Oh, here, absolutely.
I would assume.
Yeah. But it is free. I don't know if I mentioned that. It's free. You can offer to pay for their fee that they have to pay to use the service, but you can get 20 yards of mulch for
Chips.
nothing at all. Wood chips, yeah.
Do you get salsa?
I don't know. You have to email him to ask him, Josh. I'm not sure. Joyce says she needs a truck. So Joyce is bringing it back around to the car talk.
Okay.
Joey's gone out there, man. Get
It's
your
your show, folks. You can talk about whatever you
Whatever
want.
you want.
Yeah.
That's right.
Comment away. And then we've got another mulch question. If I can get to my questions. There we go. Do I need to mulch over my perennials now to keep them protected throughout the winter?
I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, a lot of times
If
what
you
we'll do
want to.
here, with our perennials, a lot of times it looks like a can of dirt. I mean, the root system down below is certainly viable and everything's good. But up top just looks like kind of nothing. So we generally put a layer of like pine fine mulch over top of the pots, and that just honestly makes it look a lot better. I mean, so I think for the wintertime, your perennials, it's going to help with insulation purposes, but also it's going to just clean it up. It's going to make it look a little. Now, mulch always just looks better when you're done with it.
Yes, it does.
I think
I'm
so.
always happy when I mulch over my beds in the winter, just by how it looks, but I don't always do it.
And the good thing about mulching this time of year is that it's going to continue to look that way until
winter.
all winter.
Yes.
So you're not going to have weeding issues or any of that kind of stuff. So it's a good time.
Yes, it is. All right.
Just don't mulch excessively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not going for the volcano tree look. That is not an uncommon thing. So don't
Mulch right up to the tree.
because you can actually do damage, if not kill the tree outright, if you mulch too heavily directly up to the trunk. So it can, if it rots that bark off all the way around, that tree's gone. So that's when mulching can go from beneficial to very much detrimental.
Yeah, and if your neighbor takes their blower and blows their Bradford pear leaves on top of your above ground garden, that's not considered mulch.
Oh.
And they're going to
Is that an offense?
Has this happened to you, Josh?
it may have.
You don't look happy right now.
I'm not a happy boy.
Did this happen recently?
Yesterday.
Oh, well, I use my leaves as mulch. I'll gather them all up and put them in my beds.
But you don't blow Bradford pear leaves onto my above ground garden successfully.
Above ground garden.
Yeah, my above ground garden. Yeah. Uh-huh.
I tried
Well-
to sneak my
They are.
screen swap in, and Tyler caught me.
Right, he did.
Tyler's
It's all
just
right.
so fast.
Yeah,
Because they're going to
tight-
go back into
He
your
had a
yard.
tight shot
'Cause
on
I got a
us,
blower too, folks. So,
Oh, you're starting something, Josh.
yes, I am.
I'm excited to hear about this.
The feud.
Yeah. Let's get to another question, though, while Josh kind of sits on this. Is now a good time to prune my all gold juniper, or should I wait until spring? This is your favorite.
This is my favorite ground cover juniper, all gold juniper. Shout out Isley Nursery, who has awesome conifers and all sorts of things. I think
And
they
also
came out.
the best social media page.
Yes.
They really do. It's beautiful.
Stunning.
So I'm pretty sure they came out with this juniper. I think it's theirs. And it's in my yard. I love it. And you could certainly prune it right now, okay? Now, what you're going to see is you're going to have to look at that prune for the rest of the winter, okay? That juniper is not going to shoot any new growth. Yeah.
Not optimal.
No, you're going to see all your cuts. I mean, so I'm, similar to like say boxwoods or hollies or whatever, when we're going to prune, these are going to be generally mid-February-ish. I mean, beginning of February is fine. So I say kind of look at it, unless it's just really obstructive. I mean, that plant can really grow wide, okay? So if it's getting onto your sidewalk pathway and it's in your way, you can certainly knock off some. But do know anything you knock off, you're going to have to look at through the winter.
It seems
yuck.
to me that there is a prevalence among people who garden that they're almost 180 degrees out of phase on some activities. They seem to want to transplant things in the
summer.
springtime and summer when you should not do it. And then they tend to want to trim things at the wrong time of year.
Yeah.
And
Everybody's bored this time of
and
year.
it
There's
does
not a whole lot going on.
and to be sure, it was not going to kill it, but
Nope.
To Austin's point, it's going to look exactly like that all winter. So, would have been much better to have trimmed it, say, in July. That way, it had a chance to flush back out. You've reined it back in, and then the branching that occurs after a trim would have occurred, and it wouldn't need to be trimmed further until the next year. So a lot of the things that you're you have the inclination to do. It's about adjusting them to the right season.
There you go.
Now, also too, when it comes to that plant, I want y'all to know they really take a trim very well. So if you need, it tightens them up. I did this to mine.
I was about to
last year.
ask. You turned yours into like a sheet cake, kind of.
Yes, that's what it looked like. It was a perfect square. I was
all
like,
three of them together.
yeah, I was like, I got into the zone on that one. Perfect square, but then it leafed out so well, and it's just so tight. Perfect.
We need a picture of
I
that.
love that plant. It is fantastic.
And at the end of the winter season, you can pretty much cut it back within reason. Now, you can't cut a conifer back where it doesn't have foliage on it, but you can do a really severe prune late February, early March, and when it flushes back out from that, it's going to be outstanding.
It's the best.
And particularly, Josh, if you maybe top dress it with something like Earth Mix Supernatural.
Absolutely.
And if you're going to grow the best plants, well, it takes the best soils and amendments in order to do that. And Earth Mix Garden Products provides that second to none. The amount of effort we put into perfecting our soils and mixes is the difference. Our current newest additive we're going to be introducing into the line this coming year is biochar. And we are producing that in-house.
Is it going to be in a red bag? I saw some red bag.
We do have
deep
some
red bag.
Yeah, we use those because we ran out of the white bag.
Okay.
So that's kind of a sore subject. I wasn't planning on talking about that. Anyway, we do have the means to re-sticker them so that they're labeled properly. But new bags have arrived, and we are preparing to do that. Most of the initial use of the biochar will be as an additive to Supernatural, which therefore infers its properties into the other products that Supernatural is an input downstream.
Yep.
That would be Garden, Supernatural, Proganics O, and others. So stay tuned for that. It also will ultimately be offered as I think a 10-quart bag inside the garden center. So look for that at the garden center nearest you. And of course, we have a tremendous network of only the best retailers who carry the Earth Mix brand. And if you look on our little map here, all the pins show up and demonstrate not only where they're located, but some collegiate affiliation, I take it, because they're crimson, orange, and blue. And I guess this is gold out here at Rocky Mountain Trees and
brown.
Landscaping. They're
Colorado buffalo.
they are a great seller of our products. We're really grateful to have them. And with the help of Gabrielle Rota, who is our Earth Mix brand representative, she's going to be working on those contacts that we already have and assisting them, and also expanding our reach. So we're looking forward to that, and we look forward to continuing to bring the products that really help assure success. We like to say success in gardening begins at the ground level when you use Earth Mix Garden Products. We firmly believe that, and the results from people who use it bear that out. So check it out, any one of the locations. All the information about all the products is right here on the Earth Mix website. So check that out at earthmix.net. And again, success begins at the ground level when you use Earth Mix Garden Products. And
Absolutely.
We appreciate you taking a moment and letting us talk about that and take the work out of your gardening efforts. And what is it that you have observed, Josh?
It takes 4 things, David.
It does?
4 things to have a happy garden or landscape.
Okay, tell me.
Sunshine,
Okay, yeah.
water,
Yeah.
plants,
Mm-hmm.
and Earth Mix.
Perfect.
Wow.
Works every time.
It does. Just like that. So
Mm-hmm.
thank you for giving us a moment. And now back to our regularly scheduled program.
Yes, and I have to answer a text from somebody who knows that we've been on the air
For like 30 years.
30 years
Yeah.
almost. Okay. Excuse me. Well y'all
Okay.
carry on.
Okay, just don't pay no mind to the man behind the curtain.
That's right. That's all good.
Tyler, should we tell him a little preface? Should we preface a little bit, y'all?
You want to preface?
We should preface, I think. Yesterday
Okay.
we were in the studio, all three of us in here, and we were talking about...
Because there was not much else going on.
No, it wasn't a lot going on. But we had to get a jingle up. We haven't had a jingle for my segment. We're switching up the segment, y'all. So there's nothing in bloom in the winter. So we decided to kind of give up on that. And we're out with the old, in with the new. And we tried something yesterday, and we're gonna see what y'all think.
Let's do it.
Tyler, hit it.
Hort report, you know it's all in his head.
Okay.
There it
Tyler,
is.
that's the first time I heard it.
Let's do that one more time now.
That was
We're not done with it.
no. This is just a draft because it's like the last 2 hours
Of the
day.
day. So good.
The Hort report, you know it's all in his head.
Okay, this is hilarious.
The Hort
It's good.
report
The Hort
is all-
report. Okay, it's the Hort report. Yes, but it's to a song that I thought of. Whatever.
A cheap trick song.
Yeah, it's going to be louder and it's going to be great next week. Okay, so we're just trialing this week. All right, so the
I
Hort
thought it was
report.
perfect,
I mean,
Tyler.
I think it was great. Tyler's the jingle man. All right.
Jingle master.
So over the winter, this is just going to kind of beat things up in my head for the week, like what's going on, what I'm thinking about. So we're calling it the Hort report. So here we go. This week is Thanksgiving week. All right. Thanksgiving means, what does it mean? It means all of our families coming into town, okay? You got mama, you got daddy over there frying up a turkey, mama doing what she does with all the sides and what she does. You got grandma over there, grandpa watching the game, whatever's going on. The thing is, you've got all your family in town. So all the moms and dads are out there cooking and doing all the things they got to do for y'all to eat. So the rest of y'all family members need to be put to work.
Yes,
That's
they
what I'm
do.
talking about. Just some free labor, all right? If they're cooking you food, the kids can't say no to work. I mean, the food, you say, like, look, you don't get no food unless you're doing a little work. So I was looking around the yard and I was thinking to myself, man, this place just needs some cleanup. This week, this Thanksgiving week is a time for just straight up labor. Get the kids out there and start cleaning up those leaves. Start pruning on some things.
Pick up
cleaning up
those
your beds.
sticks.
Pick up the sticks. There's all sorts of things that can be done. Kids, don't let those kids be on their cell phones chit-chatting and on their TikTok phones.
There.
Yeah, getting all over that. No, we ain't got no time for that. We got to be out working, okay? So this is what I want y'all to do. This is y'all's report to me, okay? So what y'all need to do is start pruning some sticks, all right? There's a lot of things that need to be pruned, but I want y'all to prune some sticks to bring in your home, okay? So let's talk about some of the things. Red twig dogwood, great for sticks for arrangements.
Awesome.
Yes.
Tia, sweet spire, great for arrangements. They got red sticks, okay? Deciduous holly, we brought one of those into the room today.
that's
Look,
what I'm talking about.
totally buried up, great for arrangements inside your house. Hey, old school Nandinas, give a shout out. They are fully buried
Blowing
right
up.
now.
Yep.
Harvest some of those. When I say harvest, this is the challenge I want for all of y'all. I want to see who can come up with the best centerpiece Thanksgiving arrangement.
Dun, dun,
Okay.
dun.
So get those people out there, get them pruning for you, get all the things, all the berries, all the sticks, all the whatever you want to use. Leaves, I don't care. Grasses that you got up, they're great. I want to see y'all send in pictures of your best centerpiece arrangement for your Thanksgiving dinner. And then we're going to pick which one's the best for next week and we're going to show it off, right, Caroline? I don't know how to do any of this. You're going to have to, you'll receive the pictures.
Thank you.
He
and-
can talk
and
the
figure it out.
talk. Caroline can
Well,
walk
she
the
walks
walk.
it. That is right. So there you go. That is your Hort report this week, and I want y'all to report back to us
And
on
if
these
a
arrangements.
banana happens to be inside this centerpiece, it's getting my vote. Okay.
A banana.
You need to view the. You're talking about Insta. It's not a TikTok, but it was a masterpiece this week, folks.
Are you talking about the banana video?
Banana video.
That was a
Yeah.
fun video.
Is there a way we can put that up?
Oh,
and just
God.
I
play
hope
that?
so.
Oh.
I don't have a way right now.
It was a little
If-
longer than but yes, need a clip of that. It was
Tyler, I can send you my sped up one that's 40 seconds.
okay.
Uh,
We can
That
get
was
it going.
crazy.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'll
Here's
airdrop it
here's
to you in a
another
moment.
thing.
While
How
Josh is
about
talking.
what came from your garden that's going to land on the Thanksgiving table this year?
Mm. Well, that's a good point.
Yeah, do we have some squash casserole maybe that's going to be in there?
Probably. I bet someone's got some butternut squash going off that's still good. They can throw in something.
know, I
Pickled
do.
okra.
Tyler. Pickled okra. Hey, put that
Put-
on the plate. Hey, your greens. I know
There you go.
out in the South, a lot of people have greens for Thanksgiving.
Sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes.
Sweet
Shout out
fingers.
Emily Boyd and your grandfather.
The herbs
Lincoln
that
County.
came from the garden inside the turkey.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
got to get
baby.
that rosemary in there.
Yeah, man.
Uh huh.
Yeah, man.
It's lots of things we can use.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody grow onions? Got to have onions on.
Gotta love some onions.
Uh-huh.
Lettuce.
Okay.
Tyler, you still got any lettuce going?
Yeah.
Oh, you've got
See?
to.
Lettuce, kale, and chard.
See,
That's
let
right.
us in. Let us in the house for
Let us in.
Good one.
Yeah, thanks.
Tyler, I'm airdropping you the video. If you can show it and you want to, I'm sure everybody's dying to see it
I
if
don't
they haven't
know.
seen it already.
It's a superstar speed. If you sped it up to 40 seconds, this is going to be even
Actually,
more
it's
epic.
the real time and it's 40 seconds.
Oh, okay.
I thought I had sped it up, but I did not.
Put it on 3 times speed.
I had actually filmed it in slow motion, which was
okay.
fun, but that would be a little bit long. All right, while Tyler's queuing that up, let's get to a question. We are getting quite a few live ones
we
in.
are.
So our first one comes from Leslie. Leslie says,
Leslie.
I have 3 golden threadleaf cypress that are at least 3 times bigger than the tag said they would be. I feel like this is very normal for this plant. You see them all the time planted right against people's houses. I'd say they're easily 12 feet tall and quite wide. Can they be pruned or will they need to be replaced? Ugh, they are part of my pool landscape.
Okay. So this is a good question. And like David talked about earlier a little bit with conifers, it's a little bit trickier than deciduous things or things that are easier to prune. This is probably the quintessential plant of one we need to wait until it's getting closer for their flush because they look hacked on over the wintertime if you were to do it now. So I know they're big right now. But don't just replace them until you prune them. Let's at least see, how they're.
Give them another year.
Yeah, I mean, well, let's wait once again until that mid-February mark. Give it that mid-February, okay? And then go out there and really side shear. And then honestly, probably top first because you're going to have to top it. I mean, what are you going to do? You got to shorten it. If it's too big, you've got to just get it back in check. So we're going to top and then we're going to side shear to kind of tighten that up a little bit mid-February.
Got to leave needles on there.
Got to leave some foliage up. You're so right. Like you can't get into just that wood. I mean, you have to keep some. So if you do that, I have a great feeling that it's going to flush just fine in the spring. But you're going to have to kind of look at that hacked look for a minute. But let's wait on that so we don't have to see that through the winter. This is a good question. That plant gets way bigger than any tag ever says.
Yeah.
It really does. So, I mean, yeah.
It's
But
a cool
still
looking
pretty.
plant though. Yeah.
Just make sure when you do use them properly. Give them plenty of space. Just because you start with a small one does not mean it's not going to get big. They really do.
Yeah. Yeah. Just because it's little when you buy it doesn't mean it's not going to get huge.
That doesn't. Yeah, just because a plant's in a 1 gallon doesn't mean they're all dwarfs.
Exactly.
So-
yeah, they can be monsters.
Really good question though.
Yeah, fantastic. And we do have quite a few lemon questions. So we got a live question from Mikey on YouTube. Good morning, Mikey.
Hey, Mikey.
Mikey says, now that I brought my Meyer lemon tree inside, where it has been in a good light, how important is airflow? Should I have a fan blowing on it a couple hours a week? You can. It's not going to be bad for your plant. When I bring my lemon and all my citrus in, I don't have a fan on it and they're okay. But if you have one right there and you want to let it blow to help with circulation, I would say do it.
Yeah, I don't think a couple
Not gonna
hours a
hurt
week is going to give you much.
Yeah.
If there is a circulation issue, that's like we're going to keep something going so that the major problems don't get addressed, but we're going to acknowledge that there's a problem. So I don't know that there's a problem. I'm just saying 2 hours a week, not enough. You need, something more. If
Turn
you
it on at
suspect
night.
there are issues.
Yes.
And I'm a guy that's a big observer of fans. We
are?
have them
You're a
turn
You,
fan of
you
fans?
are.
We,
You're
we-
kind of a fan expert.
we turn them on, and I go, "Why is that fan running?" And those are the questions. One running in the perennial area this morning that seems to be ventilating the floor. It didn't seem wet, so anyway. And Nashville Electric Service is a great service provider.
Yeah.
And they're happy for you.
Yes,
to
they
use.
would.
But I just look at it as that what's the thought process? So again, back to this question, the thought process probably needs to be, if it needs it, it would be helpful. But 2 hours a week is not going to be enough. If it doesn't need it, maybe you just need to pull it out a little bit and get it in an area where maybe it's near a vent that's in your HVAC system that's keeping the air flowing around it, if you're concerned about that.
Now, I will say, in my observation, overwintering lemons in a greenhouse, I have had a fan in there that's just circulating air. Has it done anything for the lemons, in my opinion? Not really.
Yeah.
I feel like my lemons haven't had the knack to develop powdery mildew or anything like that. And I also don't irrigate the leaves of the plant. I usually just water at the base. And it seems to be a happy camper.
And that's a great
as long
point.
as it has a good good temperature.
A lot of people really feel like that they're doing something when they're applying water to the foliage. And it's true, rain does fall on foliage, but that's not where the water is brought into the usable system of the plant. It comes through the soil and the roots. So that's where you need to do it. And to be sure, Tyler, there are issues that because of the high humidity in a greenhouse where the ventilation is sometimes needed and necessary because, the air doesn't stir very much. And if you've got extended runs of cloudy weather, it does help to kind of keep things moving around.
But heat tends to rise, so if you need to get the circulation to try to keep the area warm, it would be advisable to keep that air flowing around. The fan is secondary at that point in time, but you get the heat down there where it needs to be.
All right, and then our second question about lemons comes from Charles. Charles sent an email that says, "Good morning to you all."
Hey,
Good
Charles.
morning, Charles. I have 3 Meyer lemon bushes / trees, one that I bought at Bates. These fellas are a little bit confused or they are in shock. They failed to blossom and set fruit this past spring, and just before I brought them in ahead of the first chill, they started forming flowers that are now open. I've been hand pollinating them daily to see if they will indeed set and develop fruit. My question is, should I prune off all the blossoms and see if they will blossom the next spring, or just feed them and leave them to their own devices? In which case, we might or might not get fruit in about 9 months. Thank you for all you do and helping us be better gardeners. Leave them.
Yes.
Mine always bloom in the winter, which is really
Yes.
nice in my house because you bring them in and then they open and they smell really, really good. Now, they do take a really long time to set fruit. So if you were to prune them off, I mean, honestly, you probably won't get blooms till next winter or in the fall.
So you're right back where you are now.
Right
Yeah.
back where you are now. This is very natural for them to do this time of year. So I say leave them alone. You're doing great. If they are newer, younger plants and they look like they're setting fruit, sometimes it will drop that for 1 year to 3 years before it actually develops fruit. So just know that you're not doing anything wrong, but leave those blooms. They smell amazing. They're going to be open for a really, really long time.
I mean,
And
that's
then
the
you
whole
get to watch
point.
it all winter.
Yes.
This is the whole point, right? I mean, lemons for Christmas.
Lemons for Christmas.
They're not
That's
gonna
the
finish
whole
by Christmas.
point.
Yeah.
Lemons
They're not going to
for
finish.
Christmas.
Yeah, they're not going to finish for Christmas.
They
but
will
I mean,
probably not finish until it gets warm outside, until they're ready to go outside again. They
I will
take
say-
a very long time.
Yeah, and I will say too, once after the flower happens, they set fruit, obviously right behind that. Keep that plant a little bit more moist when they're in that stage, because like Caroline said, they have a bad knack of dropping that fruit. And if the plant's on the dry end, it will want to drop that fruit a little bit quicker. So keep it a little bit more moist at that stage.
Yeah, but Charles, this is exciting.
Yes, this is
Send
great.
us a picture of it. We want to see.
You're right where you should be.
Yeah,
Exactly. And your house probably smells amazing, right
Amazing.
now.
it's so good. Such a good smell.
We have a lot of great citrus in the houseplants right now, y'all. And if you're looking for an alternative to a Christmas tree, citrus trees are great. Throw some lights on them. They hold ornaments. I mean, if they're blooming, be very careful because they might knock off those buds.
Yeah, but also too a great gift item. A great gift item for somebody for their house, like in the winter. I mean, it's so good. You know,
It's perfect. And we have some little small ones. They're like little 6-inch pots that would be great.
Little babies.
Great little hostess gift. Yeah.
It
little
is.
tiny ones.
just bring a lemon.
Just bring a lemon.
If
Just do
life
it.
gives you lemons, trees, then you make lemonade eventually.
That's right.
That is right, David. All right, let's get to a question about roses, somebody's favorite. So with
Rosa.
the normal and unusual warm weather in Tennessee, when do I need to winterize my container roses?
Well, I mean, winter. They're already kind of, I guess, getting winterized. I wonder what they mean by this. Like pruning and mulching, I
Well,
guess.
up north, they lay
maybe.
them down, put them in houses and all kinds of different things. I don't think you need to do that here.
No, but I would assume your rose. Well, since we've only had 2 real nights of like cold, a lot of roses, especially in town, still have leaves. Like they haven't really shed their
Knockout
leaves.
roses don't know that
You'll
it's
have
been
them at
cold.
Christmas.
No.
No, they don't.
They really don't. So, I mean, I really prefer to wait until actual leaf drop. We still have plenty of time in the winter.
This
We have not-
upcoming forecast indicates that could occur this next time around, within a week.
Yeah, maybe. And we're still talking frost. We're not talking like killing cold or anything yet, y'all. So, I mean, roses in pots are obviously, like we always talk about, a little bit more susceptible to cold damage. When it comes to your like grafted roses, like if they're non-knockouts, like really nice, say hybrid teas, grandifloras, floribundas, those are all for the most part grafted onto a different rootstock. So it is kind of nice to, like, if you have those and you have a garage, like once they lose their leaves and you kind of tip prune a little bit to get the green sticks back nice, just put them in the garage for the winter. Like honestly, just store them in there. They don't need any sunlight whenever they're dormant. They don't need any extra water for the most part when they're dormant. Just house them because
and this just in, if you don't do that and they're like hybrid teas or grandifloras,
That rootstock's going to come back and love you.
well,
Maybe.
or it may not come back at all.
like Josh said, they just might come back from the rootstock, and the top part will get burned back,
Hammered.
which does happen. It really certainly can happen with those type of roses. So
But it's never an issue on shrub roses.
Rarely,
They're very winter hardy.
They are.
Very
Mine
much
kind of
so.
stay up. The leaves stay a little bit green through the winter, which is nice.
And speaking of shrub roses, I know where you could find a bunch right now
Where is that?
because they're pretty, they're tidy.
They are.
Where are they?
Yeah, and they're at Bates Nursery and Garden Center.
Hey.
That's right where we are at this moment. And if you're looking for anything horticultural in nature, that's all we do.
Yep.
We don't do
Light bulbs.
no light
Air
bulbs.
filters?
We just do plants and the things that give you the best opportunity to have success. At the top of that list, right after having really good plants to start with, which is all we do, is expertise.
Yep.
We pride ourselves in having a staff of professionals who can correctly diagnose your particular situation and help you to get the right plants in the right place the first time. That's just the way we do it. We're not taking our best guess. You bring images in on your phone or tablet and share those with us so that we can get a look at what you're dealing with. Some basic information. What direction does it face? Are there big trees or other structures? We equipped with that information, we can narrow, what can be intimidating selection of plants. We have a lot of things, and it may be overwhelming, but we can help cut through all that and say, well, here's the 2 or 3 things that you should be considering, so that you get the right plants in the right place the first time. You're not speculating, you're just making a choice between the right things. We all have things that are preferential to us with regards to plants, but you got to put them in the right spot. So by doing so, you can expect to have success. Part of that success is planting them in the right soil.
Yes.
Earth Mix Garden Products provides that. We are wholeheartedly endorse that. One of the products that is our most widely sold and used products is Earth Mix Landscape, and
Good
it
stuff.
really gives it's kind of like Earth Mix Garden, except it has no soil in it. You're providing the soil when you dig the hole, so you're going to mix that all together. You're going to give the plant all the best things it can possibly use, and it's reasonable to expect to have great results as a result of that. So no matter which of those Earth Mix products you use, you can know you're getting something that's 100% organic, it's locally produced, and it's going to make your plants grow like nothing else. So check it out, Earth Mix Garden Products, or whatever that you're thinking of with regard to our landscape project. And I have totally spaced on what our feature is this week.
The sale?
The sale, yes.
Landscape
It's
plants.
20% off all landscape plants.
Now define
And
that
that-
a little
and
bit.
that
We
is-
actually
Yeah, we had a
genuinely-
question. Yeah, that's right, Josh.
And that excludes tropicals.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Tropicals,
And
houseplants, and Japanese maples.
and Japanese maples, yes. So, excluding those 3 things, everything else is fair game. So come check it out, save really big, and enjoy getting out and working in the garden. We've got some nice weather coming up in the coming days. We've got great moisture.
Absolutely.
So digging a hole is going to be as easy as it gets right now. Come see us at Bates Nursery and Garden Center. We're conveniently located 1 mile north of Briley Parkway at exit 19 on Whites Creek Pike, which is just minutes from Rivergate, Opry Mills, Nashville West, downtown Nashville. You say, I live in a condo. No. We've got containers.
Yeah, you do.
Caroline can set you up with containers and plants to go in them to fit your unique situation. So living in a
Tools?
downtown area does not exclude you from the gardening experience.
That's
so
right.
come see us. beautifying Nashville since 1932, Bates Nursery and Garden Center. And I will say one final thing. If you don't subscribe to our newsletter, you're missing out. Sarah Bates does an incredible job on that.
Absolutely.
Always entertaining and informative. So check that out. You can go to the website and sign up right there. So come see us at Bates Nursery and Garden Center.
What days are you closed next week? Thursday
Just
for sure?
Thursday.
Just
Yeah,
Thursday?
we're
Okay.
closed on Sundays now. We
Yes.
had our last open Sunday this past Sunday, but we'll be closed on Thursday on Thanksgiving Day only, and we're open all other days. So come and see us.
There you go. And I am dying to know what the theme is for this room
I think
today.
you know.
I do know, but I want the people to know.
What's in room with Caroline?
So we went with a theme. Actually, Sarah Bates, who we just mentioned, shout out again to her. As we walked through with our 2 carts to come into this room, she said, "Ooh, is it a girly pop theme?" It's very red and pink this morning.
It is.
But our theme is actually plants that we're thankful for this time of year here
well,
in
we
Middle
see.
Tennessee.
We can be
So
thankful for girly pop.
that's
color.
right.
I'm all
We're
about it.
thankful for girly pop and the plants that kind of
At
give
your
us
house,
those,
Austin,
those
it's
looks.
required.
I got it
It's
too,
a lot
man.
of it. Yep.
So these are plants that look good this time of year while everything else is starting to go dormant. These are actually showing off, or they should be. Maybe they're not. So we're going to start in the corner behind David. So you see we have a ton of camellia in this room. So that's going to be
Pretty outstanding.
now I forgot what that one is.
October
that,
Magic.
Okay, so it is Rose October Magic. Look at that. It's like a little ruffly bloom. And next to that, it's Canjiro. It comes from Monrovia. This one is actually on a trellis. So it's a little bit flat. It'd be a great patio plant, or maybe you live downtown, like David mentioned, and you've got a porch and you want something for a screen. This would be a
Absolutely.
beautiful screen to have out
great.
there. I would absolutely love that if I were you. And then underneath the TV, we brought in some Pee-wee oak leaf hydrangeas. Now, Austin was like, "Caroline, really?" And I said, "Yes, we are doing this." They're red. They're showing their fall
it fits
color.
in the color scheme.
It fits in the color scheme. I sent Austin and Tyler a photo of mine about 2 or 3 days ago. I walked out of my house and I have a lot of oak leaf hydrangeas planted in front of my front porch, and they are like bright red, like way more red than these behind us. Should have sent the picture for the show, but I did not.
It's okay.
And then next to it, we're just going to keep going with these camellias. We've got Winter's Fire right in the middle, kind of closer to David. So that one is up a little bit. Y'all, our Bates Stream is just full of camellia. They're like not all blooming, but a lot of them.
Oh, it's the
Austin just gave me the craziest look.
I mean, they are the as showstoppy as you can. You know what I mean?
the
They're
showstoppers.
showstoppers. They're the showstoppers of the nursery
They're
right
lights,
now.
camera, lip gloss ready.
They
y'all,
are.
y'all walk in and take a look at it. It
They're
is
more
stunning.
dramatic than me right now.
Did you say showstoppiest?
Yeah, I did.
Nothing
Kinda
more
like that.
dramatic than you.
They're more dramatic than me right now, Caroline.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
right.
dramatic.
That's loud.
That is dramatic.
And then right here, this one is cute. It's very shrubby, very compact. Another one that is Monrovia. This is Shishi Gashira. That's a
Hey.
fun one to
One of my
say.
favorite
Shay.
names.
One of Tyler's favorite names.
Shishi Gashira.
And then behind me, this is one of Austin's favorites. Do you know what this one is?
No, I don't remember.
This
But
is like the
Town Blush?
Yes. So this is what Austin has at his house. Am I correct?
You are correct. I grew that variety, and it is blooming right now.
And it looks like that?
It honestly, mine looks real good right now. Like,
Yeah.
mine at the house, the camellias are fantastic right now. Mine are beautiful, luscious green.
See?
Luscious
Luscious
green.
green.
Who says that?
You.
Keep going, Caroline.
You and all your passion. You say that.
He's embellishing.
And then we've got what we had in the corner behind David is now behind me. We've got our Rose October Magic.
Thing's
Same
beautiful.
thing. So if you need 2 that are matching, these are the same height. They're gorgeous. You could put them on either side of
But
something
look how
at your
well
home.
those colors work together.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
they're
there's-
good.
Yeah. I think you need more camellia at your house.
I might.
Yep.
Oh, they're 20% off. Everybody,
That's right.
Every garden, if you ask me, needs at least one camellia. It's just like a rose. I think every garden at least needs one rose. So
I have
at least
a few.
try it.
Mine got zapped in the 2022 freeze, so now they're about a foot tall.
It's part of it, man.
But
That's
it's
what you
fine.
get with
And
camellia.
that was an extreme case scenario. I mean,
Yes,
we
it was.
dropped 60 degrees in 5 hours. So it
And
was,
the wind was blowing.
It was,
It was insane.
It was intense.
and I was out in it.
So was I.
So
It was crazy.
I wasn't. All right. And down in front of us. So Austin picked out these azaleas, which actually started the girly pop theme for this morning. He pointed to them and I said, seriously, that's not really a Thanksgiving color.
Why do you keep
but-
saying it's a girly pop theme? That
Because that's what Sarah Bates said. And I thought it was perfect.
Girly pop.
okay, Sarah.
So this is going to be autumn debutante.
Ooh.
Oh,
I love that name.
Look at these.
If that doesn't say it,
Yes.
the name
I
says
love
it
the
all.
foliage on that one. Man.
Yeah, I don't know why
Gorgeous.
every time I look at this azalea with these color blooms when it's blooming, I think Dolly Parton.
I'm cool
But
with
if
that.
Dolly Parton was an azalea, I think this
It'd
would
be
be
that
the
one.
one. Or
I
maybe
love
even
that
a plant.
color.
Yeah.
Such a soft pink, beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful.
I-
And if you're lucky
Pink.
right now with your encores, they are throwing some blooms right now. That's what's cool about encore azalea. It's like they come back on stage, and I've seen around town a lot of them spitting some blooms.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
Back on stage with them.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like azalea before I started working here at Bates Nursery and Garden Center, and now I have so much more appreciation for them that I've actually planted about 8. So
Hey.
I have quite a
There
few.
you go.
Good for you.
I have a lot. And then Austin mentioned these right here, the winterberry holly. So this is our deciduous holly. Look at those berries.
Loaded.
I kind of want to buy one just because they're covered in berries right now and I
Yeah.
can cut some.
Yeah.
Josh said, yeah.
They're on sale too.
If you can cut a few of those selectively with some gold twig dogwood.
Hey.
Oh, David.
There
you go,
David just
David.
won the competition already.
Oh, he's got to put it together
Got to
first.
put it together, David.
Yeah, we'll see.
Maybe, perhaps. And then we're going to move up to what we have on the table. So my arborvitae fern, which is going to be right here, not actually a true fern, but mine looks great. It's actually throwing some like gold colors.
And it's not an
for the fall.
arborvitae.
And it's not an
Yeah, neither.
arborvitae. But I really, really like this plant. I planted it this spring and it has not been a disappointment to me at all. And you have a friend who has some. That was the first time you saw it, right?
First time I ever saw it in a garden was at shout out Shirley Hood. Hope you're doing well. Have not seen you in a long time, Shirley. Why don't you come on down from Clarksville, enjoy this sale, and let's shop some plants together. I haven't seen you, but I did see an arborvitae fern in her landscape for the very first time, and I was like, "Ooh, that
Are they
really
shade
works.
lovers?
It really works."
Is it
Huh?
like
Mine is in
Yeah.
full shade, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great. And then we'll get to our feature plant. It's a little bit small. It's spinning. She's dancing. We've got the Christmas fern. Wow.
barely see her.
She's sticking up. So this is a great one. I mean, we're about to segue into the holiday Christmas season.
You want to
so
lift that up, Caroline?
Yeah.
David's putting it on a piece
Or
of wood.
David.
So
There
it
we
can
go.
keep dancing.
Ah, that's
the old
it.
So
Two by
this is
four.
great. It
That's
is a
it.
native fern, and it is also an evergreen fern. So I wanted to bring this in. Austin wasn't very excited when
so
I went
cool.
over to it.
I was like,
But I was like, come on, when I take my dog for a walk in the woods whenever I can, and this is like, you can see these all over the woods now, that everything for the most part has gone dormant, has turned brown, dropped their leaves. But now the Christmas ferns are really, really showing
What
off.
great foliage.
It is. And they're going to stay like this all winter long.
"Yeah,
So if you need some green in a shade bed, go for this
yeah."
Christmas fern.
I think it's a really good point to say. Like when everything else is dormant, and then you see the Christmas ferns in the woods, you're like, "There's so many more Christmas ferns than you ever thought there were."
Everywhere.
They're everywhere. I mean, my woods are littered with them
Yeah, they almost get obscured during the growing
during the growing
season.
season. Yeah. So,
But
all
they're
right,
there. They're there and they're showing off.
great work,
Good
Caroline.
job, guys.
These are the
Yes.
plants that we're thankful for in our landscaping right now.
Nice.
Hey, just curious, Tyler, did you happen to get that video where it could be put
If you
up
give
on-
me just another beat, I'll get it up. I do
All
have-
right. We'll give them a beat.
I
and
just didn't want you to forget about it because
No,
I think
sir,
that
of course.
it is important content that needs to be provided to
very
our.
important content. Yes.
It's
Is
Bob
it?
Fricker quality, David.
So, Tyler,
All
I'm going to
right,
get to.
there's-
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm,
Okay.
I'm
Are we
pretty
ready?
much ready. There's no audio on this, I think. So
It's not needed.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's not
but
needed.
yeah,
We can have
just
commentary.
enjoy this tour de force.
I'm embarrassed.
You do it. I mean, it's insane how quickly you had these
Ninja.
bananas chopped down. I think the costume is what made you move faster.
Just so you know,
Put
this
me in the
usually
zone.
takes me about an hour and a half.
Took
Start to
Austin
finish.
40 seconds.
40 seconds.
That's
Just
quite the
went nuts.
grove.
That's a huge growth, Tyler. I mean, how many
Whoa.
bananas did I chop? Like 80? Probably. Individuals, I would say, at least. I went high on that one.
I don't know, probably 30 to 40.
You should see some of these in slow motion. It's really
It's fun watching those
crazy.
leaves fly.
You know what the interesting thing about when you cut bananas like that, within an hour they're already pushing back up in the center again.
Mine did.
So
it wore me out. There you go. There's banana
That's right.
chops. Tyler, I
go,
got that work done
Austin.
for you quick.
Tyler
Don't
played it one
let
more
the
time.
He
kids
left a-
do this on Thanksgiving.
Yes,
Don't-
this is
for professionals only.
Yes.
I had to put a
Professional
disclaimer
bananas
on our
wearing-
Instagram.
Yeah, professionals that wear banana suits. Like, by the way, Caroline, thanks for your banana costume.
You're
Couldn't-
welcome.
Couldn't have done it without it.
You got some stains on it that I'll have to clean off now. But
Jenny wanted to know
That's
what
okay.
type of camellia that was that. Well, there's like 4 of them in here.
There's a bunch of different ones in here.
So got to come out and see them.
And is it in stock? Absolutely, it's in stock.
Yeah.
If it's in this room right now, we are live.
Yep.
That means this
we
is
got
for
it.
sale.
October Rose, right? Shishigashira, Kanjiro.
Well, she wants to know a specific one, but
Shishi.
come in and ask us. We will have it here waiting for you. All right, we still have some live questions, and we got one from Joan that says, a friend who lives in the
Joan.
mountains of North Carolina,
A friend.
I was just there, had a rhododendron that was huge and healthy. They planted Leland and Carolina cypress about 8 foot away. Now the rhododendron is dying. Is this a case of nutrients being taken?
No, I mean, rhododendron lives in the woods in North Carolina all over the place, right next to other trees in the native wood line. It is not a stealing of nutrients thing. What it could be, which is the most probable cause of death for rhododendron, is Phytophthora root rot, which is like a water mold.
Oh, no.
And this specifically happens to rhododendron pretty bad. I would assume that's what's going on. I don't know how wet it's been out in North Carolina, but that is the number one
Been
killer.
wet here.
Yeah, it's been wet here. So, I mean, that's the number one killer of rhododendron that I know of. So
So
I'm
do you
They're
assuming-
think
supplementing water with a new planting too. So
Do you think that soil drenching with a fungicide might be the appropriate?
it might be about the only thing you could do to try to help. But a lot of times what I've noticed with that is that it's a kind of a, once it turns down, it kind of,
Yeah,
it
they're
kinda goes.
bad for that.
They're bad, yeah.
And there are people who wonder, well, why don't you warranty rhododendrons? And it's because of that. I mean, they can be in the ground numerous years and then just
Boom.
suddenly
Yeah.
croak. So,
it happens.
frustrating.
or they
It
could
is.
be just in there months and not do well. So, you know, there are
They're
people
tough.
who want to use them, but they are not the easiest plant to grow.
They're really not.
They're so pretty, though, when they do
It's
well.
Nothing like them.
There's nothing prettier than no prettier evergreen bloomer than a rhododendron.
My parents have had one that my brother planted for my mom a very long time ago. I think I brought a picture, but it is at least 6 foot tall, 5 foot wide. She had a pine tree go down at her house when we had those storms come through in Franklin, and it landed on part of it.
No.
We're going to see
People
how
go
well
to
it
the
bounces
Smokies
back.
to look at fall color. They should go in the spring to see the roadies blowing up.
Oh, people
Yeah.
do.
Unbelievable.
Oh, people do
Definitely.
for sure.
All right. And then Amy on Facebook says, good morning. When should
Amy.
I cut back my smoke trees to keep them in shrub form? Looking at you, Austin.
Oh.
Probably because you don't like them.
Yeah, I'm looking at you too. So it doesn't really matter, honestly, when you cut smoke tree. I know David knows this
Can't
a lot.
kill it.
Renee kind of cuts a lot. I mean, you're not, once again, I mean, it's a deciduous plant, so you're looking at sticks anyway. So if you want to go ahead and shorten those sticks, you certainly
It's
can.
not going to hurt a thing.
It's not going to hurt a
can't
thing with
kill
smoke
it.
tree. I don't care if you cut that thing to the ground. I mean, sometimes cutting it to the ground, a clear cut, gives you a multi-stem habit again, and it'll look more shrubby. So
tell that backdoor neighbor about that.
yeah, if you want to go that route, you certainly
Yeah,
can.
and not this time of year so much, but during the growing season, Renee uses them a lot for cut branches to
Yeah.
go in arrangements in the house, and they don't last very long. But you probably got a bunch of them, so you just cut a few and swap them out,
Sure.
that kind of thing.
Put it in your Thanksgiving arrangement that you're going to send pictures
And then
of.
send a photo of that.
Uh-huh.
'cause
I'm
we
ready
wanna
for
see
this.
it. I am too. That was a good idea. All right. I see most of the trees have dropped their leaves, but there are still some that are holding their leaves in the woods. Do you know what they are?
Oh, yeah, you're probably seeing beech trees. Fagus
Beech
is the
trees?
genus. Yes, beech trees. We don't talk about beech trees very often.
No,
beech
I
trees
feel like we've never talked about this on the show.
well, we don't really. We can get beech trees if you want them. They're just not really ornamentally in the trade all that much. I mean, they're
Why
a great
is that?
staple for our native woods. I mean, beeches are. They're actually beautiful trees as
That's
they
the
age.
yellow ones, right?
The ones that are like tan
the
right now.
The weeping cutleaf beech.
Those
you
are
see
cool.
them. There's a tricolor beech. It doesn't do well with the heat here.
No, up north they're way better. I've seen some beautiful ones up north, but yeah, Dave, you're right. We do carry that one every once in a while. Try to get it in a protected spot. But yeah, the leaves you'll see some oaks as well. A lot of red oaks hold their leaves through the winter, but the number one is beech trees for sure, and they will keep that foliage all the way until spring, until new leaves crack and form new green ones. So
Wonderful.
that's what you're seeing.
That's it. And then Jay Moore on YouTube says,
Jay.
love the video. I could feel his exhaustion at the end. How were your arms the next couple days?
Great.
Noodles?
No,
They were noodles.
No, they weren't.
Complaining.
He's a seasoned veteran.
that's right, man. That was easy. Yeah, I was just tired. I was physically winded after that. It was a
He
lot,
didn't
of, a lot
stretch
of energy.
before he did it.
No, I did not stretch.
I did a similar maneuver, not in a banana suit, all that.
Come on, David.
In Hawaii in 1980, where I cut down. I mean, like it was like a grove. I spent several hours. It was
Chore.
hundreds and hundreds of them.
Yeah.
And that's where you really get to see them. I mean, within an hour, they're already pushed back up in the center, 6
Hawaii,
inches.
That's amazing.
All right.
They
And then
squirt water at you too. sometimes.
They're so so
our
much.
final question of the morning comes from Andrea. She sent
Andrea.
an email in, which is where you can send photos and questions, gardeninginsideout@gmail.com. Andrea says, I have a bunch of seed packets to add to my wildflower garden. Did I miss my window to scatter those, or do I need to wait until the spring? I would say you didn't miss your window if you want to scatter them now.
Most definitely. We always talk about this. The only thing is, you scatter them now, we want to make sure they stay where they're at. That's
And
the biggest
birds might eat them.
Birds might get them.
There's a little birdie in the room
There's a birdie
right now.
in the room trying to eat your seed. Oh, wow.
Was that you?
That was
Yes.
David.
That was me.
What?
An actual bird
Y'all
noise.
are so good at bird noises. We could have a whole episode where we just do that.
I live with a birder, so I
Yeah.
get a lot of practice.
There you go.
I love birds.
So anyway, if you
listening
do
to a
drop
bird the
them now,
other day.
just know you're running the risk of not having that. So in the spring, you can certainly drop them. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
Hey,
Very good.
Here's the
we're
music.
done.
Hey, folks,
That
we
went
are
fast.
done with this edition, but next week we'll come back. We'll be fat and happy
Yeah.
because we're going to eat good. We
Yeah.
hope that you do as well.
Multiple times.
Be safe out there during the holidays. If you're out there traveling, don't do stupid. We always say that. You know, don't
Good
do
idea
dumb
not
things.
to.
Don't do dumb things. Go Vols.
Yep.
Yeah, go Vols.
Yep. We
Okay,
can
go
agree
Vols.
on that in this room.
Hey, we'll be here from Bates Nursery and Garden Center and the Green Room Studios next Saturday morning for another hour of Gardening Inside Out. We'll see you then.